Hi ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing amazing today in another video, okay? So I've been thinking about just different ways of spicing up my channel because I watched another channel and I was thinking, oh my goodness, it is so extremely dry. You know, do I really want my audience to like fall asleep just like I almost fell asleep during that other video that I watched? I watched a video of a guy and he was just speaking, right? And I was thinking like there's no personality, there's no character, there's no nothing basically, right? Or all you're hearing is words and the words are spoken in a way that it just makes you want to fall asleep, you know? So I didn't really want to have a channel like this because I do have a personality from what I know, you know, and I want to show it to you guys, you know, and also, as you guys know, we are made in an image of God, right? Which means that we should express that. We should get in touch with that creative side, you know. As you guys know, a lot of us we've grown up with narcissists in their lives, you know, and if you were brought up by a narcissist, a lot of them for the most part have managed to squish that side out of you, you know, that creative side, because you know, just coming from a narcissistic household, right? I used to create things for my mom, you know, and she would just like disregard them. She would throw them out, you know, like they were nothing. And basically by doing so, she kind of managed to squish that artistic side out of me, you know. And so I grew up thinking that I wasn't very creative, you know. So anyways, what I'm saying is that we are made in the image of God, right? Whether you grew up in a narcissistic household or not, okay? You should always try to get in touch with that artistic, creative side of you because as human beings, we are extremely creative. If we get in touch with that side, if we really want to bring out that side, you know? It's just a matter of believing that you're creative too, you know, and actually trying new things, thinking outside the box, you know, and just, yeah. And so, you know, over the years, actually, I'm not gonna go into it. Anyway, so this video, guys, is made for all of you guys out there. Okay, so this video is for guys. Stay tuned, ladies, because I know about 50% of my audience is actually our woman. Okay, so I'm going to make some videos for you too. Okay, so stay tuned. But this video is for guys. Okay, and so I want to address this question, okay? This question is often asked, and a lot of guys, I think, have an entirely wrong perception of this, okay? And I think it's a pretty shallow perception too, okay? And so that's why I want to kind of make it clear. I want to put it out there for you guys so you don't have the wrong perception of this, and so you don't make the wrong assumptions, okay? And so the question is this, right? Do women only go for hot guys, okay? Do they just go for the face? Do they just go for the body, right? If the guy is ripped, if he looks like Chad, right, then do we automatically want him and we want to be with him and we'll do anything for him, right? So that is the question, okay? And the answer is yes, okay? So if you're not a Chad, what are you doing on my channel? Get up, get up, get up, get up. Anyways, I'm just joking, okay? I hope you guys know that it's a joke, okay? No. The answer to this question is no, is a no. But it also, the answer to this question, it all depends too, okay? It depends, okay? Because just like guys, right? Women sometimes are only looking for short-term relationships, right? If she's looking for a one-night stand, then she's more likely to be focused on only the physical, okay? So she's probably going to go for the hottest guy that she can get, right? Basically. Okay, so yes, in this case, if it's a short-term relationship, if it's let's just call it a relationship, right? If it's a one-night stand, okay, let's call it that because, yeah. If it's just a one-night stand that she's looking for, right, then she's just going to go for a guy that is the hottest, or she's going to go for the most attractive, physically attractive guy that she can get her hands on, okay? And it's actually goes both ways, okay? If you're a guy, most guys will go for someone, for example, with lots of makeup, right? If they're looking for a short-term fling, they'll go for, and there have been studies that were done on this, okay? And so guys will go for someone with lots of makeup, someone who has large breasts, someone who is signaling like I'm fertile, like you know. And so they're going to look for a woman like that, okay? Someone who is, because as you know, right? Also, when women wear makeup, it's a form of deception, okay? And the reason being is because, you know, the redder your cheeks, right? That's an indication of you being in a specific time of your cycle, okay? And that means that you're ovulating, basically, right? You're more likely to get pregnant, okay? And so this is the signal, right? When a woman has blush on, right? That's like a trick, like if you're using makeup, right? It's a lie if you're not actually ovulating, right? But it's a deception. It's a form of deception, right? But once again, it's still, I think, pretty effective, okay? Same goes for like for other things that she does, or other ways that she highlights certain features, right? It's also another form of it's a signal of like her fertility, her health, and things like that, right? Like, for example, white teeth or straight teeth, they're a huge indication of her health, right? And so that's why people tend to whiten their teeth, right? And so that's same idea with the size of her breasts, right? The bigger the breasts are, the more likely that she is to have to be more fertile, basically, right? And so men, if they're looking for a one-night stand, they're more likely to focus on all of those features, okay, all of those areas, okay, on a woman, okay? But when it comes to actually, when it comes down to it, okay, and if they're looking for a long-term relationship, then a lot of things are going to change, okay? And we usually end up focusing more on the person, okay, and their inner qualities, okay? And also, guys, as you know, right, the inner qualities are extremely important, okay? I believe that males and females, if they're not like entirely shallow, right? I think even if they are shallow, they're sooner or later they are going to notice the inner positive qualities come out, okay? So they're going to notice for example, if someone is intelligent, right? They're going to notice someone who is funny. They're going to notice someone who is, I don't know, silly, someone who doesn't take life too seriously, right? They're going to notice someone who is ambitious, someone who is driven, right? Someone who is very hardworking, someone who helps other people, someone that treats other people with respect, someone that even has boundaries. You know, I know a lot of people, they don't like it when you set your boundaries, right? And a lot of people will not like you for it, but they will respect you for it, right? And so there's that, right? And so you know, so it's things like this, right? And so of course, as you're getting to know someone, right, then you're going to either you're going to become more attracted to them a lot more, right? So their physical is no longer going to matter that much, okay? So because your perception of them will change, okay, based on the way that they are, right? And based on the inner qualities that they possess, right? So they have a really rich inner world, right? Then by you getting to know them over time, they're going to look so much more beautiful to you, okay? So this goes for guys or for girls, okay, guys? As human beings, we tend to notice these things, okay? And same applies to women here, okay? Women will notice these things, and over time, right, in the long run, as they're getting to know you, they're going to either like you more or they're going to like you less. Okay, guys, I've been through this before. I've been through this myself many times, right, with hot guys and with average guys, you know. And I'll give you an example. Okay, I was in uni, right, and there were two guys that decided to sit next to me. Okay, and both of them were, I would say, pretty attractive. One was a little bit less attractive, right, physically speaking, and another one was more attractive. So as soon as I saw the more attractive one, I obviously liked him more, right, like in terms of physicality, right, only. And anyways, both of them ended up sitting right next to me. And as kind of the class continued, right, as the semester went on, I've gotten to know both of them, right? And so I guess, lo and behold, right, who do you think I ended up liking more? It's the guy who was less attractive, less physically attractive, actually. Okay, I ended up liking him a lot more than another guy, because the other guy, he seemed to have no personality. He wasn't funny. He was boring. He was dry, you know. He had nothing interesting to add. He had nothing interesting to say, right? So also, a woman will value, well, it depends on the woman too, right? So the things that she values, right, the internal things, they're going to vary based on the woman, right? Maybe she likes guys who are a little bit more artistic. Maybe she likes guys who are funny. I would say most women can agree that we like funny guys, right? It takes also intelligence to be a funny guy, right? So this is kind of, it goes hand in hand. I don't think I've ever met an unintelligent guy or a funny guy who wasn't intelligent, okay? So there's that, right? And so, yeah, these things, you know, of course, your inner qualities will... the inner qualities that the woman values, right, will depend, right, based on the woman, right? But at the end of the day, your inner qualities are going to, or your positive inner qualities, they're going to be something that will change the perception of you in another person, and they're going to either like you more, they're going to not like you more, right? And so this is exactly how women are too, right? So at the end of the day, right, or at the end of the semester, I ended up liking the other guy a lot more. I actually kind of developed a crush on him, but at the same time, I wasn't really... I wasn't doing anything about it. I was just kind of like his friend, basically, because I knew he also had a girlfriend, right? And anyway, so I didn't go there. I didn't want to, you know. And so, but still, he looked adorable to me at the end of the semester. I did have a crush on him, a slight crush on him, and yeah, and that's it wasn't because of his physical looks. Okay, he was an average person, an average guy, and after getting to know him, he didn't look so average to me. Okay, after that. There was another instance, okay, whereas I've gotten to know a guy, and he was pretty attractive, or very attractive actually, okay? He had a great sense of fashion, okay? He had the perfect body, right? Very fit, lean, but his attitude sucked, okay? He couldn't control his emotions. He screamed and yelled all the time, cursed. He put other guys down, you know, and he made fun of them basically, right? And I heard it. And he wasn't kind to animals. He was, and so yeah, and there were many other things that I noticed about him, right? That were just extremely unattractive to me. Okay, so his attractiveness factor, his physical attractiveness went down. Okay, my perception of him changed, and I started seeing him in a very negative light. Okay, and so I wasn't as turned on or as attracted to him in the long run. Okay, after I've gotten to know him. When I first saw him, okay, yeah, he was hot, right? I think that applies to males and women, and males and females too. Although supposedly guys tend to be more, a lot less superficial when it comes to that. I don't entirely agree with that though. Like I said, it depends on what you're looking for, right? If it's a one night stand, then yeah, physical attractiveness is going to be everything, okay? For the most part, right? And males and females, they tend to overlook your inner positive qualities or negative qualities, right? When it comes to short-term stings, right? But in the long run, guys, we definitely will notice all of the negative traits that you have. If you have too many of them, then we're not going to be as attracted to you, okay? So that's what I think. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys, okay? Thank you so much for watching, okay? And I will see you in another video.